India is well known around the world owing to its historical background, diverse cultures and interesting traditions. Its ancient scriptures and texts have been the way of life of its people for thousands of years. Today, the country is taking huge strides in the field of science and technology, paving a way towards a progressive India. So friends, I'm your host Uzma Jaffrey, and today in our episode of My India, we will take a look at some stories that very well showcase the unique culture and prosperity of our country, stretching from Himalayas to Kanyakumari. The glorious land of Odisha has been known to celebrate its rich heritage in the form of mesmerizing dance and music festivals. The three-day Raja Rani Music Festival, held every year in the beautiful courtyard of the Raja Rani Temple in Bhubaneswar, is one such occasion that commends the abundance and creativity of Indian music.
Trees adorned with fairy lights and Pipli Aplik work lantern decorating the pathway that leads to the spectacular Rajarani temple all tend to make for a magical music experience for the visitors who come to attend the annual music festival. Organized in 2002 by the Odisha Tourism in association with Odisha Tourism Development Corporation and Odia Sangeet Natak Academy within the splendid precinct of this 11th century temple, the event features both the veterans and the promising vocalists and instrumentalists. A well-known festivity of Odisha, Raja Rani Music Festival celebrates the rich cultural heritage of the state in particular and the country in general to attract tourists.
In Orissa, because in Orissa you have beautiful festival. I attend Konarak Festival of Dance in December, and the festival in Bhubaneswar also, Mukteshwar, and finally this festival of music. It's really wonderful. Selection of the artists are wonderful, and there is also a very huge audience. So Odisha should be proud about his art and living art as well, the temple. Odisha is a beautiful state for me.
राजा रानी मंदिर को पृष्ठभूमि में रखकर ये महोत्सव मनाया जाता है। इस मंदिर की विशेषता ये है कि यहाँ पे किसी देव विग्रह की पूजा नहीं होती है, कोई अर्चना नहीं होती है, और शायद इसीलिए यहाँ पर संगीत की अर्चना होती है और उस ईश्वर तक पहुँचने का एक बहुत ही सरल और सहज मार्ग जो है संगीत बताया जाता है। और यहाँ पर हर वर्ष देश के कोने-कोने से भारतीय शास्त्रीय संगीत के विद्वान यहाँ पर आते हैं।
This year's event also saw some of the best evening concerts by great maestro of Indian classical music who filled the air with enchanting flavor. On the second day of the event, the temple premises got revitalized with the 4 different ragas of Odissi music, which were performed by the famous Odissi vocalist Himansu Sekhar Swain and Maitri Prasad Das. The music belonged to Jati Gana form of classical music in Udra Magati Pravati or style. Both the artists left the audience spellbound with their stunning performance.
It's my pleasure that I keep coming to this particular festival, Raja Rani Festival, which is a pure heart and soul rendering म्यूजिकल प्रोग्राम। यहाँ हमेशा माइस्ट्रो को ही बुलाया जाता है और वो जो माइस्ट्रोज हैं ये खाली हिंदुस्तान में ही, सारा पृथ्वी में इनकी परिचय है। वो कला कुट कुट के भरी हुई है। ये कुछ भी, ये खाली आप एक तो ये इनका सुने, ये लोग आपको कैसे नदी बहती है उसकी भी साउंड सुना देंगे, कैसे चिड़िया ये करते हैं, उनके शब्द होते हैं और वो भी डिफरेंट टाइम में कैसे कैसे शब्द करते हैं, ये सब कुछ निकाल सकते हैं। उनके हाथ में जादू है।
This was followed by instrumental music by Viku Vinekaram, who is known to have mastered the intricacies of rhythm from the khatam, a percussion instrument that produces distinctive metallic sounds and is used in the Carnatic music of South India. During the event, the great maestro, along with his son V. Selvaganesha, playing in the Western mode, and his grandson Swaminathan Selvaganesha, playing the kanjira, greatly mesmerized the visitors.
This was a unique experience. I didn't know when I heard that Viku Vinayakam is going to play. I had no idea that he will come with an ensemble, and especially an ensemble that consists of his own family, 3 generations of the Viku Vinayakam family. That was a surprise to me because I was not aware of that. And more than the surprise, the listening, the attending the concert was an experience that I'll never forget. I'll cherish for my whole life.
We are 3 generations, and we are so happy and proud to say that we are the first family to be on stage with 3 generations. 15 years back we started playing this combination, and we are so happy and honored to be part of this festival, Raja Rani Festival. It's an amazing place to be on stage with a beautiful background, with a nice temple view, with a nice stage and with a nice audience.
Altogether, the Rajarani Music Festival was a perfect blend of ambience and harmony that very well showcased the distinctive music traditions of India.
India has a great history in Sufism that evolved around 1000 years ago. A number of Sufi saints from across the world got settled in India and spread the message of peace and harmony. Pir Haji Ali Bukhari, who came from Bukhara, the present-day Uzbekistan, is one amongst them. The saint dedicated his whole life spreading the wisdom of Allah, and today his shrine is a popular pilgrimage site in Mumbai and is visited by the people irrespective of their caste and religion. Take a look.
Situated at the backdrop of a beautiful view of the sea lies the shrine of Haji Ali, which is built on a tiny islet some 500 meters away from the main coast in the middle of Worli Bay. Spread over an area of 4,500 square meters, the shrine is only accessible via a narrow road that leads to a carved gateway with a marble facade. It was constructed in 1431 in the memory of a wealthy Muslim merchant, Sayyid Pir Haji Ali Shah Bukhari, who turned into a Sufi saint. Today, the shrine is visited by thousands of people every day, irrespective of their caste and community, also making it a symbol of religious unity.
हर धर्म की ये इसीलिए आती है कि हर धर्म के लोगों की मन्नत पूरी हो जाती है, या दोबारा फिर आती है कि भाई हमारी मन्नत पूरी हो गई, उसके लिए हम लोग चद्दर चढ़ाना, नियाज करना, ये करना है, ऐसे वो बोलते हैं वो लोग.
It's my 5th trip to India and I love it here, and in particular this place has got a lot of just different people of all faiths and everybody's wonderful.
The 400-year-old edifice is a brilliant specimen of the Indo-Islamic style of architecture and is made out of dazzling white Makrana marble, the same which is used in Taj Mahal. The tomb within the mosque is always covered with a brocaded red and green chadar supported by a delicate silver frame. Spirituality and tranquility reverberate through the complex, with qawwalis being performed regularly in Qawwal Khana of the Dargah. Throngs of people sit surrounding the qawwals, mesmerized by their intonations and instruments. Every year in the month of January, an Urs or death anniversary of the saint is also commemorated in the shrine where people from across the globe take part.
ये इनके 11वीं शरीफ में इनका उरूस मनाया जाता है, जैसे कि एक देखा जाए तो अब साल भर एक मतलब गरीब नवाज जो हमारे बड़े हस्ती है उनका साल में एक टाइम जो उरूस मनाता है, वैसा इनका एक उरूस रहता है जिसमें चादर चढ़ती है, संदल चढ़ता है, इनका गुसूल होता है इनका। तो मतलब पब्लिक यहाँ पर भी बहुत सी आती है उस टाइम पे। 11वीं शरीफ के टाइम पे इनका उरूस होता है, 11वीं की चांद की 16 तारीख।
Regarded as one of the most popular landmarks of the Mumbai city, the shrine has been braving the sea for centuries now and has become a beacon of hope for the faithful.
Now a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
India recently celebrated its 69th Republic Day with leaders of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations for the first time in an annual glitzy parade. Leaders in attendance at the ceremonial boulevard included Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi, Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak, Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte, and Indonesian President Joko Widodo. The Southeast Asian leaders were treated to a military display followed by floats highlighting cultural aspects of Indian society and an Air Force flyby. New Delhi showed its military might by the display of their float of tanks and a missile firing capabilities with BrahMos missile system, surface-to-air Akash missiles and Nirbhay missiles contingent being the attraction of the mechanized column. India won independence from the British rule on August 15, 1947, but it was not until 26 January 1950 that the nation declared itself a sovereign republic state with the adoption of its constitution.
Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan was recently honoured for his humanitarian work in Davos, along with the likes of Oscar-winning actress Cate Blanchett and Grammy Award-winning musician Elton John, as the 2018 edition of the World Economic Forum got underway in the Swiss Alpine town. The stars were presented with the Crystal Awards, which, according to Hilde Schwab, chairperson and co-founder of the Schwab Foundation for Social Entrepreneurship, honour outstanding artists who contribute to positive change.
I'm genuinely and deeply grateful for this honour, and it is indeed a privilege to be in the company of two phenomenal and extraordinary human beings, talent, Cate Blanchett and Sir Elton John.
Khan was recognized for his work in promoting rights for women and children in India, Blanchett for her campaign on the plight of refugees, and John for his leadership in the fight against HIV/AIDS. The first coastline cruise of India's financial capital Mumbai, aptly named Mumbai Maiden, started its operations recently. The luxury cruise will allow residents and tourists to see the city like never before, with the sun setting in the waters of the Arabian Sea. This intra-city joyride is 1.5 hours long and costs Rs 1,600. Mumbai Maiden set out on its maiden voyage from Bandra Jetty. Small power boats took the passengers to the cruise ship. The cruise ship will conduct 4 ferries on the weekends, and on weekdays it will operate as floating hotel and a party destination.
हमने कहा है कि बांद्रा से मांडवा हम लोग हाई स्पीड फेरी बोट चालू करने वाले हैं। थोड़ी समय में हम लोग शुरू करेंगे उसको। तो यहाँ से जो आप डिस्टेंस 4 घंटे में बाय रोड कवर करते हैं, वो शायद 1 घंटे में आप कवर कर पाएंगे यहाँ बांद्रा जेट्टी से मांडवा जेट्टी तक।
The project, initiated by Maiden Mumbai with non-financial support from the Maharashtra government, hopes to emerge as a major tourist attraction of Mumbai over time. Reportedly, the cruise ship has a capacity of 285 guests and has multiple decks to cater to different needs of its passengers. A 5-year-old girl from Jammu and Kashmir state has taken upon herself to clean up the state's picturesque and iconic Dal Lake. Thousands of tons of sewage spew into the lake, feeding weeds and choking the lake and its aquatic life of oxygen. Moreover, lily pads that cover vast swaths of the lake hamper the movement of shikaras or houseboats. However, Jannat, a kindergarten student, heads out armed with a net basket in her hand with an aim to restore Dal's aesthetic beauty.
बच्चों को कुछ भी खाए वो डस्टबिन में डाले, कस्टमर भी जो भी खाए अपनी जेब में रख के घर में डाले, और बड़े लोग भी अपनी जो भी खाए डस्टबिन में डाले. बिलबार्ड में बहुत सारे डस्टबिन लगे मगर थोड़े लोग उनमें डालते हैं कस्टमर्स नहीं डालते क्योंकि वो नीचे ही डालते हैं मैं उनको कहती हूँ उठाओ ये उठाते हैं फिर
Dal is the essence of Kashmir, and now Jannat seems to have taken the entire responsibility of its cleanliness on her shoulders.
Japanese companies are trying their level best to promote the technology and products among the global consumers. Recently, many Japanese manufacturers, including Casio, participated in a consumer electronics show in Las Vegas. Next, we will see how Japanese retail chain Big Camera is making efforts to lure more foreign consumers. A report.
Manufacturers from across the world showcase their latest technologies and products at the recently held CES 2018, the world's largest consumer electronics show in Las Vegas. From home appliance manufacturers to automobile makers, some 4,000 companies from various industries took part in the mega show. The Japanese appliance manufacturer Casio took part to show off its new technologies. At Casio's booth, the latest type of watches that utilize IT technology, G-Shock, and the action camera Cheese Eye are displayed. Another drawing attention product among the displayed items in Casio's booth is Mofril, the 2.5D printer technology. Mofril incorporates innovative technology not found in conventional inkjet printers and 3D printers. So now sketches of letter, cloth, thread and other gentle curves can be printed.
モフレルの特徴なんですけれども、平面上にですね、1.7 ミリの凹凸をつけることができるんですね。で、凹凸がつけることができることで、何が表現できるかというとですね、今までは 3D プリンターは形をプロトタイプしておりました。私たちの 2.5D プリンターは表面の質感をですね、プロトタイプすることができます。それによって、金型だったり木型のようなものでしかできなかったいわゆる成形だったりこういった表面の過色というものがですね、簡単に作ることができるようになりました。
Mofril can print beautiful shades and delicate irregularities similar to general inkjet printers and create surfaces of various materials.
I've never seen anything like that before. That's wild.
Till now, the designing process using actual materials faced many problems such as time, budget, management method, etc. because in the conventionally way, it was necessary to make a hot mold to confirm the tactile sensation and color tone. But with Mofril, it is possible to confirm that on the printed paper, so it is possible to drastically reduce the development period and cost.
Mofril can make sample with 1 day. Mofril can create sample with high speed and low price. We expect it to be useful in a wide range of industrial of making things.
Casio is promoting the development of not only surface decorations but also functions. In Japan, Casio will focus on prototype development in automobiles, building materials, apparel and other designs. Now we talk about Japan's inbound tourism that has been increasing every year, causing it to begin strengthening the approach towards handling the larger numbers of visitors expected while heading into the Tokyo Olympic Games in 2020. Big Camera, one of Japan's leading consumer electronics retailers, is employing many foreign staff. As in the retail industry and the service industry, the additional hospitality and services are necessary to allow the foreign tourists to fully enjoy the sightseeing and shopping experiences. One important factor is to overcome the language barrier that the foreign visitors may face in Japan.
海外スタッフを雇っているのはやはり、当店ビックロは特にそうなんですけども、外国人のお客様が非常に多くご来店いただいていると、スムーズにご案内ができて、なおかつやはり親身にやっぱり自国の言葉で話していただければお客様も安心して買っていただけるというところがございますので。
Many of the foreign staff who works in Big Camera has decided to work there because they had experienced the feelings of enjoyment and reward of working in the customer service sector when they work in part-time jobs in the service industry while studying in Japan.
私は学生の時代は接客という仕事が大好きなんで、1回にビッグカメラ買い物したことがありまして、すごくいいのサービスなと思って、将来のビッグカメラの就職ずっとしたかったですね。販売という仕事なので、お客様のご来店、もしビッグカメラご来店したら、自分の国でご案内して、詳しくご案内できると思いますので。
Big Camera has staff from 8 different countries such as China, Vietnam and Thailand. They are always outstanding in their hospitality, and it is possible for foreign tourists to communicate in their native tongue and in Japanese.
英語だったり日本語が喋れない方もいらっしゃるので、意思疎通ができないので、やっぱりそういったお客様に合わせて喋れる言葉があると買いたい商品が分かる、そういったメリットがございます。
As for foreign staff, they can also experience and learn the hospitality of Japan.
自分はサービス業が向いてると思ってて、それでビッグカメラで就職しました。ベトナムのお客様で、自分接客をしてて、お会計終わった後にお客様からお花をいただきました。
The hospitality of the foreign staff is receiving high praise from tourists.
I think Big Camera has very good service. All the staffs are very kind to me. So I think when I have questions, they always answer me very kindly. So I think it's very good.
Responding to foreign customers in their native tongue is becoming a big reason for the increase in Japanese tourism.
West Midnapur, located in the state of West Bengal, is home to a number of industries where people belonging to different communities work together, shoulder to shoulder, setting a trend of religious coexistence. So today, in our series of Communal Harmony stories, we take a look at one such example.
Located 129 kilometers from Kolkata, West Midnapur has seen many industries develop over a period of time. One of them is this printing industry in the district, where people from different religions joined hands in the year 1987 to establish this small-scale industry. Since then, the employees of this industry work together, eat together and attend each other's festivals, keeping the brotherhood alive amongst them.
यहाँ पे सब भाई भाई होके ही काम करता है, और कौन कहाँ से है, कौन ट्राइबल से है, कौन मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी से और कौन हिंदू से, ये कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता यहाँ पे।
दुर्गा पूजा, ईद हो, उसके बाद दिवाली हो, कोई भी प्रोग्राम हो, सब मिल के काम करते हैं।
The printing industry is equipped with all the machines required to print business cards, calendars, letterheads and variety of banners required by their customers. Employees of this small industry work with due diligence and maintain a harmonious environment at the workplace.
भाईचारा खूब बढ़िया है। हाँ, ईद के टाइम में ईद के प्रोग्राम भी होता है, विश्वकर्मा पूजा जो होता है उसमें भी सब हम लोग एक साथ मिलजुल के, मतलब अच्छी माहौल है।
The way the workers of this industry, though belonging to different religious communities, have been working together for years, strengthens the secular fabric of our country.
In today's modern world of technology and mergence of human intelligence and machines, nothing seems impossible. Emerging as a global leader in machine learning and artificial intelligence, India has started developing machines that could carve out sculptures with same finesse as done by a dexterous artisan. We have a report.
With a few clicks on a tab, a robotic arm starts to screech through a marble, turning it into a beautiful sculpture of a lady. A company situated in Aurangabad district of Maharashtra is making all this possible through their advanced robots employed to model these marvelous sculptures.
ये सारी इंडिया में बनी हुई है कंप्लीट मशीन। ये स्कल्पटिंग के काम आती है, जो आपके स्टोन में या थर्माकोल में इसको कार्विंग जो करते हैं, वो मूर्तियाँ बनाने में ये काम आती है। अभी ये काम आने के लिए हमने ये कई सालों पहले यूरोप में कोई एग्जीबिशन में देखा था इस टाइप की मशीन को काम करते हुए। उसके बाद हमारे ध्यान में आया कि ये इंडिया में और कोई बनती नहीं है, कहीं बनती नहीं है, ये टेक्नोलॉजी है नहीं, पर इंडिया में मूर्तियाँ बनाने के काफ़ी सारी लगती है और काफ़ी सारे लोग उसको बनाते हैं, तो उनको क्या किया जाए, तो वो हिसाब से ये 1.5 साल में हमने इसको डेवलप किया है। 2016 में ये बन के तैयार हुई थी, उसके बाद हमने 3 जगह पे इसको लगाया। अभी ये जो काम कर सकती है, ये आपके कोई भी स्टोन जैसे कि सैंडस्टोन है, मार्बल है, ग्रेनाइट है, उस पे काम कर सकती है।
It was miraculous to watch a face emerging out on a piece of wood with precise movements of a robotic arm working on it. These machines can work on a variety of solid surfaces ranging from softwood to surfaces as hard as granite.
ये जो आप सेल देख रहे हो, उसके अंदर आप वुड में काम कर सकते हो, अलग अलग प्रकार के स्टोन्स पे काम कर सकते हो, ग्रेनाइट पे है, मार्बल में भी कर सकते हो, ब्रास सॉफ्टर मटेरियल्स जो है, सॉफ्टर मेटल्स उसमें भी कर सकते हैं, फोम में आपने देखा होगा कई सारी मूर्तियाँ हमने बनाई हैं। तो ये जो है कुछ एप्लीकेशंस में ये मोल्ड के तौर पे काम में आती है, और कुछ इसमें अगर आप स्टोन के ऊपर बना रहे हो तो वो फिनिश प्रोडक्ट बोल के काम है। एक मूर्ति जो है वो हम 10 से 12 घंटे में बना सकते हैं।
Visitors were mesmerized with the intricacies that were taken care of in sculpting these idols. These robot artisans developed in India is an example that our country is all set to embrace the change.
That's all we have for this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at suggest.myindia@gmail.com. I'm your host Uzma Jafri, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.